Here with me at Whitman Hanson High School, we have Jim Bonaparte, science teacher, and John Rosen, science teacher. Now, tell me, what is all this Horkey mania going on?
Mr. Bonaparte?
Al Horkey is the oldest teacher in the science department, and he's going to be retiring in a couple of years. So we thought it might be a good idea to honor the man while he was still here, while he still had time to enjoy it.
So this is the Horkey Day that will be going on.
Absolutely. He's probably, being one of the more elder teachers, he is probably one of the best known teachers in the school as well. One of the requirements is that students take at least three classes of science. So just about everyone in the school has had some sort of exposure to him, and he's quite a popular teacher. So there's a lot of morale boosting issues here for the entire school. You know, sort of a school-wide event.
So on Horkey Day, what exactly goes on?
Well, everyone in the school will dress up like Al Horkey. Al Horkey is known for his uniform that he wears almost every day. We have given it a nickname. We call it the Horksito. It consists of plain-colored drab dress pants with suspenders, a Oxford button-down collar shirt, and black Dr. Scholl comfortable shoes, and a flannel quilted jacket that he wears as a sport coat. It's quite popular. A lot of people are wearing them now.
The Horksito.
He started it all.
Yeah, and we did sort of a test run of the Horkey Day to sort of put our feelers in the water to see how it would fly. And all of the science teachers the day before Thanksgiving wore the Horksito to the rally. And the students seemed to really jump on it, and really it kind of hit home with a lot of people. So now there's some rumors about that it may become a national event, possibly an international event throughout the world.
Interesting. I hear this Horkeyism has gone so far as there is now a Tickle Me Albert doll for the event.
A lot of people have had a lot of difficulty buying Tickle Me Elmo dolls, and I keep hearing this word, Tickle Me Elmo doll. I've never seen a Tickle Me Elmo doll, but one day I had the idea, why not make a Tickle Me Albert doll? And the other night, I made one on my computer. I have...
You got to zoom on this. A lot of work into this one.
Modern computers make it possible to take photographs of people and then print the picture onto an iron-on transfer material, which is very easily ironed on to t-shirt cloth. And then you can form it into a doll, and then you can dress it just like the character. Mr. Horkey's a plumber, so he attached a little pair of pliers next to it. I don't think there's a person in Whitman or Hanson that hasn't had some work done by Mr. Horkey on his plumbing.
At critical times, I might add. He's on call around the clock, 24 hours a day.
On the clock. Now, do you ever feel in the near future that there could be a Bonaparte or Rosen Day?
Speaking for myself, being only a third-year teacher, it's going to take many, many years before I get to the level of respect well, I'm not even close to being sort of at the same level of people knowing me, who I am, and it'll take many years before I'm up there. Many, many years.
Many years? Mr. Bonaparte?
I don't even want to think about it, but I've got at least 12 more years to teach before I even consider retiring, and no one can fill Mr. Horkey's shoes. That would sort of cheapen the idea to consider doing it for someone else at this moment.
Okay. 30 seconds on Albert Horkey, Mr. Rosen.
Absolutely. What we're hoping for here is that Whitman Hanson, my impressions, and I went to school here as well as a student, has changed quite a bit since I was here. A lot of camaraderie, a lot of upbeatness, and we feel that Mr. Horkey is really sort of the way to really show total unification throughout the high school. Yeah, he's a science teacher, but I'll guarantee you anyone that walks through the building here on Friday whether it be in the English department, foods department, gym, the administration, they're all going to be partaking in this event. And there'll be no event, no matter how far back you look in the history of the high school, that will be as popular as this one.
Mr. Bonaparte?
30 seconds or less will be very difficult, but I love Al Horkey. Al Horkey has been here ever since I've taught here, and he's like a fixture. There is no person in this school that would go out of his way the way Mr. Horkey does to help people. If anybody ever needs anything done in an emergency on their plumbing system, he will come to your house at 2 o'clock in the morning. He's always helping people through his church, helping people that are down and out, and I don't know anybody who deserves to be honored more than he does.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. It was
You're
very
welcome.
nice meeting with you.
Glad to do it. Thank you.
What we just saw was a touching moment, but an excellent teacher at Whitman Hanson High School, Mr. Bonaparte. I mean, he himself had Teacher of the Year. Now, you heard the words, strong words, about Mr. Horkey. That's why Horkey Mania rocks!
I never had him as a teacher, but just as a homeroom teacher alone, Mr. Horkey showed me so much. From the frozen bear's head in his freezer to the bucket of frogs he kept beside his desk. I love Mr. Horkey.
Oh! There's Shirley Howard Day, and then there's Horkey Day.
Hi. Couple words on Mr. Horkey?
Mr. Horkey's a really great guy. I had him when I went to school here as a student, and his outfits and his fashion consciousness are beyond compare, and I really can't talk about it anymore because I get real emotional. Thank you.
Mr. Horkey, yeah, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Horkey on his fine dress code today. I thoroughly approve it, and it should be incorporated in the student handbook, I think. At least once a year.
Thank you, Mr. Max.
This is my hero. This is what it's all about.
Let's check out this apparel. Check this out here.
What's your major maladjustment?
Mrs. Spear?
Yes.
Do you have a couple words on Mr. Horkey?
Yeah, what's your major maladjustment? Where's your patch? Do you have one? Gotta
sorry.
take my blood pressure medication.
What's your major maladjustment? Hungarian fig plucker.
Think of the guy.
He's a nice guy. His son works for my father.
I come to you totally amazed and shocked at the amount of people that care for Mr. Horkey. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. You see all the teachers dressed with their suspenders, their black shoes, their pants, their flannels, their collared Oxford shirts. Amazing man. I just can't wait to interview this guy. Let's go and look for the man who made suspenders what they are today. That Mr. Horkey may be in Horkeyville, sleeping in the very back of his classroom. Let's check it out. Careful. Mr. Horkey?
We want to know,
Yeah,
what do you feel about all this Horkey mania?
I feel that these guys are totally out of control.
Out of control.
Yes.
All
Mr.
these-
Rosen and Mr. Bones apart, yes.
All these crazy guys have said you have influenced their life
Probably negatively.
negatively.
Yeah.
So you don't feel that you deserve a doll named after you?
I haven't seen this doll yet.
You have
No.
never seen this doll? It is quite impressive.
What's it called?
Tickle Me Albert.
Tickle Me Albert doll?
That's what it is.
Is it on the bestseller list?
I think almost to the top. Any
Well-
words for the camera?
No, not really.
Not
I just
really.
feel kind of strange, you know?
You feel strange.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who made the suspenders what they are today.
What are you doing hanging around early?
There we go. The man. Well, just to wrap all this Horkey mania stuff up, I'd just like to say, bye, Mr. Horkey. We love you. We hope you'll be around for a long, long time. And I'd love to sit and chat about cocktail weenies, but I can't. So, I don't know, That's all, folks.